My name is Susan.
My name is Eunice.
My name is Wango.
Shiro Madenge.
Wagari. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on our episodes.
Karibuni Mam Nation. Hi guys, welcome to Mam Nation. Welcome once again. Thank you once again for clicking onto our channel and watching our content. We're happy to be here. And this is
Eunice.
And this is
Susan.
And that is
Wagari.
And Shiro.
And I'm Wango. And yes, kama kawaida, we are ready, we are happy, we are COVID-free, we are energized, we are blessed and happy to be here. And today we're going to be discussing schools and COVIDs. Schools are just about to close. Yay! For the children.
We
just opened. We just opened school after 1 year.
Did a year.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah. See, mukai shule. Anyway, we're happy. We love our children very, very much.
Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time we really love them. Actually, all the time we love them. But, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And the school time, we appreciate it. So, schools and COVID is our conversation. Like, what has been your experience? As we start our conversation, we want to shout out our partner for supporting our schools with COVID, going back to school, with Dettol. They give us sanitizers and we are happy. And we've really used them. Please give us more for next time.
We put them in our kids' bags.
Yes. And if they give us more, we shall give you more. We shall actually share, Sindo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. We shall do what we teach our children. Yeah. So yeah, ladies, tuanze. Like, what was your experience like? Were you stressed?
First, I was happy.
Okay.
Happy. I was so happy that the kids were going back to school. Because they were, we had formed a routine with the kids and it was okay. You know, you're spending a lot of time at home, but I had reached the end. I was like, now somebody is going to get hurt.
Emotionally,
it's
emotionally and physically.
Yeah. I was like, hey, everybody just needs to be where they need to be. So I was happy. I was the most happy when schools were being opened. The kids were so excited. So I was happy. We had everything, masks, sanitizer, everybody had their own thing. And so I was really excited. Even the schools had taken like extra precaution. So I was comfortable. I was comfortable there. Yeah. So I was happy. Just go to school.
And they're still working from home.
Yes, I'm still
So
working.
it worked perfect.
It was. But now it's better. It's the best. It's best.
First of all, you find you're very productive because by the time you're taking the kids to school, you know you're already awake, you're ready to start. Everybody has started their day. So by the time the kids are in school, you're ready to start. So you're very productive. But also one of the things that you experience at school and I was excited about was that they built more sinks all over the place. So the kids had to go into class. Before you go to class, wash your hands. When you go for break, wash your hands. You know, so they got into that routine of washing your hands. So there was a lot of water that was, not that it was not available, but now it was there. So yeah, and there was soap, which we always buy. And we wonder when it was being used. Now we saw where the soap was going.
Oh, you buy soap for your school?
Yes, we buy.
Yeah.
Everything comes from home to school.
So is there like for us, we didn't buy the soap, but we paid for the soap. However, like as for us, I also like that because washing is now compulsory. Like you learned at school, the first thing you do is you check your own temperature, and I think they mental records what was my temperature, because when they go to class they have to write it down, and then also you, like before entering, you wash your hands as well.
So actually even our son Jig, he became a prefect for recording temperature.
Wow.
Yeah. So now
leadership opportunities.
leadership opportunities. Yes. So now, of course,
recording
like
for
you're
everyone.
saying,
Yeah.
So there's a
Nice.
prefect who takes the temperature, or I don't know, that's a teacher or someone. Then he just goes around taking people's temperature.
Hey, well done.
Bless him.
Hey, he was excited. I'll become a prefect. For what?
He's in class 1.
He's in grade 2. Yeah. So that
For
was
us,
cool.
it was the first time to go. So what I liked
Or
is...
like new day one of school.
Yeah. It's
true.
another topic of discussion. But I like the way they sensitize the kids, and he's just in, kindergarten. So he would know about his mask. He's asking about, where's my mask? Okay, the first month we struggled coming back intact. But the second month is like he had gotten...
Did they share masks at that age? He left with a blue one, he comes home with a purple one.
That one didn't happen. But at least, he got intact as he went by. And then they really take care of them. If it's, some of them like tend to cut. Yes.
Yeah.
So like we're told to pack like 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then now they help them to put on the new one. Yeah. So yeah.
But kids have actually become very responsible.
Yeah, they have.
Like,
Are we using disposable versus washable?
Yeah. Is that as well.
Either.
Either.
Ones,
yeah.
Okay.
But I prefer to use disposable. But for me, my experience, I was quite nervous about schools opening. Me, I love being at home with my children, unlike you, Shiro. So me, when schools were opening...
Hey, I like my children.
No, I'm not saying I don't like your children. You don't like your children.
you're feeling judged.
Oh, no, I don't mean it in that way. As in, I would have had them home for even longer if I could, for me. So when schools were opening, I was quite nervous. First,
You
I
were
was...
not tired.
No,
You should have homeschooled
And then
then.
you have-
Then why did you take them back to school?
I could.
You could
But
homeschool.
time. So I was first nervous about the
COVID.
transport. Yeah. Then I was asked, so you're nervous about the transport? Have you seen the classroom? My child goes to a government school. Nothing changed in government school apart from more sinks.
They didn't Jenga more classrooms.
How?
With what?
Jenga.
Where?
Jenga.
See, they said that
Do
building
you know
more
when?
classrooms.
okay.
Do you know
Let them
when
build.
government
Where?
built classrooms last? So yeah, that's a different topic.
I mean, it was in Rwanda.
Yeah, which county?
It was actually in Rwanda.
Yeah.
But they built it.
Yeah. Yeah, so-
It was a different country.
Hey.
Yeah, so I was nervous, but I was pleasantly surprised at how the school handled the situation. The fact that they have water throughout, they had more sinks, they're washing their hands, and the teachers have sensitized the kids also on COVID. And also another thing also I had to deal with is 2 things actually. One, when my child was going back, because of my nervousness, so I was like, okay, when you're going to school, you can't share your lunch, you can't share your pencil, you can't, and I'm like, it's because of COVID. Then I'm like, God, what moral ethics am I like impacting on my child? Because now I'm teaching him not to share. But you see, now it's the times we are living in. And then another thing I had to deal with the mom guilt. Because I'm at home and he's out there exposed. That actually was an issue for me. I know.
You've just talked about it right now. You're like,
I did.
feel about.
I did. And I still do. Like this morning, it was raining. Heavy. It was really, really raining. And he had to be out there. It's life. But I was there closing the house. I'm like,
This
is normal.
They're just okay.
yeah. So you're running late. Yeah, so that's an
raining for all
issue.
of us.
Yeah, it's something I have to deal with it often, and that is my only issue with working from home. I love working from home. I have other children; they're younger, they're at home. I love working from home, but I was like, okay. So you see, when I'm working from home, I really don't have to wake up that early. He leaves at about 6:30, so I really don't have to be awake at that time unless I'm doing something else. So, and there are those days, he'll leave and then I'll cover myself. And I'm like, God, am I just doing... Yeah, I have to deal with that guilt. It comes.
Maybe we need to deal with mom guilt
With
in
mom guilt
itself.
separately.
Yeah, but I have to
Because
deal
we are not relating.
By the way, we are
I know, we're not relating.
I'm like, aende shule.
No, and I know it's life. Because even for me, it is life.
Yeah.
But I would just rather be the one doing the hard work. Going through the hard times than him. Yeah, I know he has to learn. I get it, but I still feel that guilt.
And Kare has something to say.
Excuse.
Yes,
You have done the hard work. You have raised the children.
Kwanza
They are
you
going
got-
to school.
you gave
They are
birth.
being. You're paying the fees. You're feeding them.
I know.
There-
Imagine it's an
and-
issue, and I'm
and-
sure I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
It's an issue.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think
I
around
deal
here you're
with
the
it.
only one, perhaps with
Out
our,
there.
our
Yeah,
friends.
maybe
Yeah,
let us
you're
know.
not the only one.
let us
But we'll
But
do
I
an
feel like
episode on
that's
mom
an
guilt.
episode on mom guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like that's unnecessary pressure on yourself. Because this child must go through life.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Yeah.
But you see, I'll still feel it. It's not that I'm going to do anything about it. It's not that I'm going to pull him out of school or anything. I know it's something he has to do. But now, me, myself, psychologically, I have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I have to
do
deal
sure.
with it, yes.
Hugs,
So that's
hugs,
then-
mom.
Hugs, mom.
Hugs.
Wango, please extend the
Oh, the mom nation hug.
It's your cup of tea.
I know. Yeah. Shizuku tough
You guys are the ones who have decided I'm tough. Me, I'm
She's
not saying
tough
I'm
on
tough.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm tough. Me, I'm not saying I'm
You're
tough.
tough on us.
You're tough on us.
You think?
She's
really,
our
I am.
prefect.
the bad cop.
She's our fault. You did not do. You did not.
No, I'm very sensitive, even to your feelings. I'd rather keep something. If there's something bad you do, I'd rather keep it to myself than and find a different way to deal with it than hurt you.
We fight
Yeah,
about
that's
that
me.
all the time.
That's
I
me.
understand.
And Susan is always like, you
I'm
should.
like,
I'm like,
no,
no, Susan, it's
no.
not me. I will
It's
not.
a discussion.
That's
I will
another
not.
discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know you
Even
now.
now.
You know, people. All my time.
Anyway, the conversation has
Yeah.
quickly taken
Another turn for whatever.
But thank you to the teachers. I think they have done very well.
they have done
There have not been any
amazing.
incidences.
Yeah.
They've been amazing. Yeah.
But now because of not sharing, you know, now before we used to buy pencils and take them to school and whatever. Now there's no sharing, or you keep buying pencils because if it gets lost, you're not gonna go back and get Shiro's pencil, you know. So you keep buying pencils or you keep buying stationery because once it's
They're not
gone,
sharing.
they're not sharing.
But I
I feel like that's a topic we need to discuss later. Buying things, because there's a day when Gary called me to rant, and it was
always
about
keep on buying.
Hassan losing things.
But you know, the thing is that I feel like at the beginning of the term that the precautions were really high.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I feel like towards the middle, because there's no midterm. Okay, our school didn't have midterm.
Even us, we didn't have it.
But I felt that like towards the end of the term now, I think there's a bit of laxity. Because now I find my son sometimes, so they're supposed to carry 3 masks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't carry. I mean, it's in the car that he's like, Mom, I don't have a mask. So now we have to go back home because we just live next home. So we go home and then we get masks. Then he's like, at the beginning of the day, he has a pencil. At the evening,
He has a
Sijui
different pencil.
Tom took it. Sijui whose child took it. And then so I'm like, so is it? Doesn't everybody have their own things? She's like, no, he just comes and takes. So you see, there's some behavior for kids that doesn't. That I mean, I think for them it's still.
It's like social distancing. When school started, they knew their. Nowadays, you go to pick kids from school, they're like, huh? Social
When going to
what?
Even the government accepted they can't hack that
can't-
social
yeah.
distancing thing. So
Yeah.
now the rest of us were like, who are we? Let's just sit together.
But also, just to
But
add to
kids-
Shiro's point, when we started school, that's true. We were very stringent about social distancing, the mask, whatever. Such that the first day of school, parents could not take their children to class.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
that's still the rule.
Yes, that is. I mean, it has relaxed. It has
Yeah.
relaxed
That
now.
should be so-
So
that
now
should be
you
so.
can't walk your youngest to class. So you have a PTA member. Parents are not allowed. You're like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know, what are we doing?
But you're not supposed to walk your youngest to the class.
No,
so
but
you
you know,
are
you
complaining.
no,
to
like
PTA.
my youngest had just started school.
Oh, okay.
That term that schools closed last year, she had just done like 2 months or
weeks,
something,
yeah.
something like that. So you're like, now we're starting all over again to go
yeah.
back to school. So me, I want to
still
take
an
my child to
class.
class, hand her over to
Like
the
that
teacher.
feeling,
Why?
but they're
I was
told-
told,
and
I was
then
told
you-
by the PT. Why
Yeah, I
you
feel
cannot come
you.
to class? It's like sour. I
And
feel like a
But
second
I
class
think maybe the
citizen.
school's communication from the school is may have been lacking. They should do better
But it depends on the school.
because
us,
nobody
we
told
have-
us
But
how it was
also
going to
probably
be.
they
It
didn't have
depends on the school.
guidelines as to
Yeah.
how to deal. As
But
we are
even the teachers
Magoha,
understand.
we're with Magoha, so we are many. So are you going to deal with all of these parents bringing, yes, communication should have been better, but I feel they also did not have proper guidelines as to how to deal with it. Yeah.
I think for us, because I feel like the constant communication helped the situation.
Yes.
Because you were updated every day, like, you know, but maybe it's easier because it's a private school. Maybe it's easier to send.
How many are you?
I don't know. 21. But it's easier. Yeah, it's easier. So you feel safe. You feel like you're updated. You feel in charge. When someone coughs, you're actually told, you know, this one is like, they're not allowed to come to school. They had a cough, so even parents are taking responsibility. You know.
But I
so
think
it's
also,
yeah.
if your child is sick, just the same way you're told, if you get sick, you shouldn't go to the office.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you
You have a
practicing, as a parent,
You have
aren't you
a-
practicing
yeah.
the same thing?
Yeah.
No, you must.
No,
Yeah.
but it was not. It's not across. It's not across
really?
all. You see that phrase that we say. What is that phrase? This one about common sense is not.
It's
common.
not common to
It's not
everyone.
common to everyone, because you'll find that you're going to school, and even as you drop them, you can hear a child coughing. As they're washing their hands. So you're asking the teacher, do they have one? Are they knowledgeable? You know, like are the folks knowing that they're bringing a child to school who's coughing?
Yes,
at what
they
stage?
know.
At what stage is this child coughing?
Just
Yeah,
an
But I have a
Did you
comment on
realize,
this.
did you realize there was
Could be
also
an
a
allergy.
bag?
There was a
Yes,
bag.
there was a bag.
Yeah, let me
There was
tell
a
you, my
flu.
son, like,
Yes,
he
that
developed
flu
that
is the
flu.
one you should not go with to
Yeah,
school.
he developed the flu.
Yeah.
He stayed home for 2 days for
Yeah.
sure until he got better. Then it
Kept recurring.
Yeah, we stayed for another day. It recurred again. So I put him on some antibiotics, some cough syrup, some cetirizine. Then it reduced, but he still had like
still had,
yeah. You see, so I was like,
Why
how
isn't
long
it?
will I
Yeah.
hold him off school?
Yeah.
And then the fact that the teachers didn't raise it and say, you know, let him stay home, then I was like, okay, he will just go, but, you know, make sure and even him kept on saying, I'll make sure my mask is on. I'll make sure I'm always, yeah,
And
he
then,
always
as long
told
as he
me
stops
that.
being feverish,
Yeah,
then you can
fever
go.
and the running
Yeah.
nose had stopped, but you see that ile mwisho mwisho. So it's been a challenge.
I know
actually.
I know of one school, it's a private school, and before kids went to school, reported to school, they had to do a COVID test, and you submit it to the class or to the school or whatever. If a child is exposed to COVID, you report it to the school, and the whole class goes on quarantine.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
supposed to
They stay
happen.
at
That is
home.
what
Yeah.
that is what yeah that
Yeah.
is what
If my
stringent
child
measures
was-
are.
If my child, if me as a parent, I know you're going to repeat about the common sense, but today if my son was exposed and he tests positive,
They don't.
I even imagined, I actually had that thought last week in my head, and I was like, okay, so how do I get the principal to tell them? Yeah, because I need to report to the school that Jessie has got
class.
this. Yeah, so you need
the
to,
class is-
but it is my responsibility.
It is
You
a
remember what
accountability.
Uhuru said? Remember what the president said? It is up to you, the individual. Yeah, he's not going to come and now get the police to police you, wear your mask. No. It is you. You want to live or you want to die.
It's true. And
Yeah.
anyway, there's also they're calling it the third strain of COVID. So it's
Yeah,
still
now
there.
it's
I know things are lax, but they still COVID.
Yeah,
Like,
so take care of
yeah.
But I also think
let's
that thing
keep
of
at it.
before you wind up, that thing of responsibility. Remember when COVID hit, and then when somebody reports that they have COVID,
Stigma.
they come with PPEs. It's like you're dead.
It's
So that so
true.
now the
And
no
that has stopped.
that stigma
No, but also
is still
people
there because
stigmatize
even by the
you.
time
Yeah.
because even by the time I'm telling you, by the way, I have had COVID. There'll
You're
be a
telling
reaction.
you after.
Yes, I have
Yeah,
recovered
after,
and you're
not-
fine and whatever.
Yeah.
So
Not
there's still that
tested.
stigma around
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
And probably that's why you don't want to pull out your children, you don't want them
Yeah.
to be labeled.
Yeah.
That's
So it's a
true.
lot of things.
And I hope I truly like I don't know, you know, when COVID came, it was actually a time like now last year.
Yes.
Yeah. When COVID came, we were sure in April.
We're going back after
We're
COVID.
going
We
in
used
May.
to say
We're
after
back
COVID.
in May.
But, you know, to work and
May 2nd.
and life as
During
we
COVID.
know
Now
it.
during COVID.
So we don't know. We can't be sure to say we hope. We can only hope about that by the time. I think the holidays are 7-8 weeks thereabouts. We can only hope that by the time whatever has come, that there'll be no COVID. It should have passed.
third wave would have passed.
The third wave would have passed.
And not
There's the
the fourth wave.
vaccine. We also need to
The
discuss the
vaccine,
vaccine. And I mean, we've had so many stories. Like it's scary. Like it's just.
Yeah,
you know,
with an expert.
information overload that you also don't know. You don't know why you're saying yes or no. So, I mean, with the children, do we need to vaccinate them? Will we get to a place where we can only go to school after, you know, like you don't know what's coming. So I think let's just keep safe. We keep hope alive.
Yep.
And yeah, and we
Sanitize.
thank our teachers, like for real. We
do
thank
your
our
part.
teachers, our schools, and we've survived it. We've survived term 1. Yeah,
No, term 2.
yeah,
No, term 1 with COVID.
Yani,
Oh, term 1 with COVID, yeah.
yeah. Okay, and I hear class 4s are at home for like
Yeah, they are
for 3
home now
months.
for 3 months.
Oh wow.
Okay, I don't understand that plan.
Ole
Yeah.
Shiro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only my child.
I know.
And you're gone.
Child for hire.
Give me the child. Me, I don't mind having child home.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. And with that, guys, thanks for watching our channel. I mean, this episode. Please tell us how you survived. If you've been stressed like Eunice, hugs to you.
Not stressed. Not stressed.
Not stressed. Anxious.
Yes, not stressed.
Okay. Anxious, we hope you're feeling better. We hope you've weathered the storm of the first term and enjoy the holidays.
Sanitize.
Yeah, we shall be back to talk about tunawapeleka wapi holiday. Shosho 1 and Shosho 2. Be ready. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share, comment, and give us a thumbs up if you liked our content. Thank you. Bye-bye.